Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody guys, today we'll take a look at the euro currency. Since our recent discussion, if you remember, we have talked about the possible brand body trade that could appear right at this area when the market, after the rally on Friday, has hit the daily overbought, reached this feeble resistance level. This is the 50% resistance from this swing, 3 resistance from this whole move down. We said that probably brand body could start here. And initially, as you can see, market indeed has started to move down, but unfortunately, brand body wasn't able to be completed by the market. So this minor retracement has happened, and then market has turned back again to the upper direction, and right now has created a new top here. That's why a lot of questions appeared on the forum that you're asking what to expect next, what really could happen, how we should deal with this rally that we see right now on the daily chart. Well guys, in general, I would say that the bearish retracement, the deep retracement probably will happen here. Because the previous bearish momentum doesn't exist on the daily chart, and if you will take a look at the monthly chart, this long-term bearish trend, this market stands with it, is still here. That's why sooner or later this bearish momentum will be released, and it will press on the market and force market to show the deep retracement, or even reestablish bearish action. We do not know right now what will happen. Currently, guys, the long-term situation on the euro currency will depend on mostly fundamental picture, and currently we can't predict it. So everybody knows that probably Fed will rise the rate on the next week, but the major information we will get from the comments of the Fed. Particularly speaking on the perspective of the further rate hiking, that will be the major factor that will impact on this on the situation. Another factor that will impact probably on the euro currency is the further comments from the European Central Bank and further steps. If we will see more dovish measures from the European Central Bank, this rally very soon could stop and market could reverse down. If the status quo will change on the Fed policy and then the European Central Bank policy, then the rally could be continued on the market. That's why currently, since we currently do not have sufficient information to make the assumption on the further long-term perspective, we will not try to predict the long-term situation on the euro currency. Right now, market stands in the upward retracement. That's all that we need to know. And on the daily chart, we have sufficient information for trading, and let's focus on the tactical trading until the longer perspective will become clearer. So right now on the daily chart, what to expect next? As I said, momentum is still here, and sooner or later it will impact on the market and will force market to show deep retracement. Right now we need just to estimate how it probably will happen. Unfortunately, this hasn't happened by the brand body. So that's why we could say that probably we do not have here any more Jordan directional patterns. And if retracement will start, it will start by some other pattern. Also guys, the next level that we will have here will be the favorite one for the euro currency, the 50% resistance. I don't have it on this chart, but it stands right here approximately around 111 even. So this is 50% resistance, and we know that the euro currency likes the 50% levels. That's why the chances that this retracement could start from the 50% resistance from the whole move down seems very significant. So keep in mind this level is 111 that we will use a bit later. So currently, guys, I will show the scenario that probably could work. At least right now it has not bad chances to work. But it doesn't mean that this is the only way how market could behave. Maybe something other will be formed. Maybe market will behave in some other manner. That's also possible. But right now I see the chances that market will follow particularly this pattern looks really significant. So take a look at what we have. Friday rally, minor retracement. Right now market has hit the 127 extension of this minor retracement. That's the area where we have trying to take the bread body trade. Fortunately, market has moved slightly lower. That helped us to move stops to the break even. So right now market has created the new top, it's 127 extension, and now stands in the next retracement. I have plot here this 50% support from this most recent action, because we know that the euro currency like the 50% levels, 109.18 area, and you can see market mostly has completed this retracement. Right now, if we will calculate the extension of this retracement to the upside, this green line, we will get that the 127 extension of this retracement and 1618 of the initial first retracement coincide in the same area. And this, guys, is very typical. You probably know that for the 3-drive sell pattern. So that could become the first drive. Second usually stands at 127 on the first. Third drive usually stands on the crossing of the 127 of the second and 1618 of the first. And this is the picture that we have right now. Both of these, the third drive also should appear around the weekly pivot resistance 1, and keep an eye on the level. It's approximately 111 even, and 111 even is the 50% resistance on the daily chart. So this a bit magic combination. So we can see this very interesting combination agreement between the different levels, how they coincide in the important areas, makes me think that maybe this is not really a bad scenario that really could work. And currently I do not see any signs that this market could erase it, or this scenario can't appear. So in fact, the action that we see right now is mostly confirms the possible appearing of this pattern. Besides, the appearing of the 3-drive pattern here looks absolutely logical, because market hasn't shown any significant retracement after this fast action. So it hasn't fade yet the existing of the bearish momentum. So momentum is still here, and sooner or later it will press in the market. So appearing of the 3-drive here looks very logical, absolutely logical, and particularly by using this pattern, market could show the deep retracement and fade out a bit the bearish momentum, release this bearish momentum that still exists in the market. So that's why I think that this scenario, this pattern is worth of our attention. Also, guys, you can see that we have here a bearish divergence with the MACD indicator. So I don't want to say that it's just a single pattern that could be formed. The one pattern, the only pattern that could be formed. Maybe some other pattern will be formed. Maybe market will form something different. But currently, the combination of levels makes me think that the 3-drive is really possible. So I think that we could keep an eye on this pattern and trying to use it in our trading. So let's see how market will behave with it.